Hi, I'm Echo. I feel it very important going into the new year to present this intro to Buddhism for anyone seeking inner peace, as I have been blessed and fortunate enough to have been introduced to this peaceful practice through Girlie Abad, who I consider my Buddhist chant mother. Enjoy her insights and happiest new year to us all worldwide. Thank you.
Aloha! Hi everyone! So today I'm going to be giving a short explanation on Nichiren Daishonin Buddhism. I will be also explaining NammyohoRenge Kyo, the Gohonzon, and SGI USA. Like I said, I'm going to be introducing Nichiren Daishonin Buddhism. So the first thing in our practice is the Gohonzon. So the Gohonzon is a fundamental respect of our object of worship. It is a scroll, and written on that scroll is NammyohoRenge Kyo. And we recite this every morning and every evening in front of the Gohonzon. The Gohonzon is like a mirror to look into your own life. Second is NammyohoRenge Kyo. Nam meaning devotion, Myoho meaning mystic law, Renge cause and effect, and Kyo meaning sound or vibration. When you put that all in one, in English, it would say devotion to the mystical law of cause and effect through sound or vibration. So, in Sanskrit and Japanese, it's NammyohoRenge Kyo. There's a rhythm in the sound of NammyohoRenge Kyo. So that rhythm is what we say is the sound of the universe. We chant NammyohoRenge Kyo every morning and every night. And depending on the individual, you can chant from 5 minutes to 10 hours, depending on how fast you want to chant to overcome your problems or overcome your fundamental darkness. So, a fundamental darkness is something that is inherent in our life, our tendencies, like to be angry or to be depressed, or things that would cause us to be unhappy. Sometimes a lot of people go into themselves because they cannot deal with the problems or things that are happening in their life. So what comes out in our life is this fundamental dark place. And through chanting, we can change this dark place in our lives. When the reasons for you wanting something is a benefit to other people, somehow the protection of the Buddhist gods, which we call Shoten Zenjins, protect us in this way. It's so strange like that, but it's true. Shoten Zenjins are just people. Shoten Zenjins, when we say Buddhist gods, are like people who are put in place to help you get what you need. They don't necessarily mean like spirits, okay? Like you could be my Shoten Zenjin by saying, you know, girlie, I don't think so, you should go that way home today. Why don't you come with me? And then there's a big accident over there. So she was my Shoten Zenjin.
Like
a guardian, right?
Or a guide of some sort.
But doesn't necessarily have to be a spirit. You know, a lot of people associate angels with spirits, and no, we associate people who protect us. My boss protected me by saying, you know, well, you worked for me 20 years, you know, I think you deserve a car. And it was like, oh, thank you, you know. But at the time, I had no car to do my activities. So yes, this is the kind of protection we get through being in that rhythm that I was telling you about. Being in the right place at the right time, being in her presence, and she feeling generous. That's the type of protection I talk about when we say, when we chant NammyohoRenge Kyo. This is the type of protection I get every day. It's like when my kids were dying. What happened? I chanted NammyohoRenge Kyo. What happens is they gave me the greatest doctors to save my child. all my 5 kids' lives, sent me to the greatest hospitals. This is the type of protection I'm talking about that we can get through chanting NammyohoRenge Kyo. We're not seeking something outside because you're human. You're in one human life helping another human life. But because we're chanting in this rhythm for the greater happiness of other people, of course, this law that governs all life will protect us. Always protect us. And that law, that universal law, is called NammyohoRenge Kyo. That's the protection. SGI USA is Soka Gakkai International. In Japanese, it means value creation. We do have a structure of an organized leadership, but the leadership is only to support each member. So as a leader, myself, I chant for the happiness of my members. I don't tell them what to do. I don't tell them how to do it. What I do is help them to become happy through chanting NammyohoRenge Kyo. Okay? We don't have commandments, we don't have restrictions. Because this Buddhism is based on cause and effect, when we chant NammyohoRenge Kyo, we realize what is good and what would be bad for us. So nobody has to tell us, we already know. Thank you.
Por favor, ¿me podría explicar por qué al budismo le llaman una filosofía, no una religión?
So what Gonzalo is asking, Girlie, is why is Buddhism considered a philosophy and not a religion?
In Buddhism, they teach us to bring out our own life condition, not someone from the outside telling us how to live our life. So when we chant NammyohoRenge Kyo, we're bringing out our own wisdom, which through Nichiren Daishonin's teachings, we can become a better human being. SGI is an organization, and so they don't dictate to you how you do your practice. You do your practice on an individual basis, and everything that you do is self-motivated. We tap the life condition of Buddhahood within us.
Right. Yeah. It's not external or
other
influenced
religions
by
would be, yes,
external.
okay.
So there's no external influence whatsoever.
No external
it's
influence.
Just strictly internal influence.
Yes. To me, the difference in that is I get to become an excellent human being through a teaching, not through someone telling me. Thank you.
If any of what you have heard in this Intro to Buddhism has spoken to you or reached you in your heart, please go to the SGI website at www.sgi-usa.org to attain more information on how to get started with your own practice and find a local group near you. Thank you. NammyohoRenge Kyo, NammyohoRenge Kyo, NammyohoRenge Kyo. NammyohoRenge Kyo, NammyohoRenge Kyo, NammyohoRenge Kyo.